Carrots can be for the summer too. They don't need to just be a fall root vegetable, everybody. These are perfectly grilled carrots, and I'm gonna show you how to make them. I paired my grilled carrots with a nice couscous and an herby dill and mint dressing. You're gonna love them, so let's get started. First step here, we are going to blanch our carrots, which means par cook them so they are tender. They're not super crunchy, but they're going to feel lightly boiled. I have these gorgeous carrots. They have hair, like literally look at this. This is longer than my hair, so stunning. I like to get them with the stems on just for plating. I think it's pretty, but we're not gonna keep them on like this. I'm just gonna cut them. So we have a little bit of green. So they have like little green hairs. Usually I would say you do not have to peel your carrots, but in the case of these, I'm gonna peel them just because I don't really want stringy bits in my food. But yeah, if you have very clean carrots, they just have like ugly outsides and they don't have any strings coming off, you can totally skip this step. Oh, look how pretty that is. So gorgeous. I love the multicolored carrots, the tricolor, stunning. I'm gonna get rid of all my carrot scraps. You could rinse this off and put it in a food processor and use it for like a coleslaw or something. We're gonna blanch them, and cook time always varies depending on the size of the carrot, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut off the wide part from the more narrow tip. So I'm just gonna cut them kind of like in half or wherever it starts to get wider. Just cut it. So we've got the smaller ones intact, I'm keeping them whole. And then for the larger ones, I cut them in half just because I like to plate them really cute like this. I'm gonna load up the salt because we want our carrots to taste good, right? So we're gonna let that salt dissolve. I'm also gonna add some red wine vinegar just to give a little bit of brightness that'll penetrate through the carrot. So I'm adding these in here. Wah! Also adding the whole carrots in because they do fit. This is a big pot. I don't recommend doing it that way. You should probably just use your tongs. Those are gonna go for 5 minutes, and then right after that, I've prepared a giant ice bath, which I usually say, oh, ice baths aren't necessary because they're annoying, but I do really recommend putting together an official ice bath for the next step here, just to stop the cooking process. You can always use your grill pan for this, but I'm gonna use the real grill because we just got one. Just gonna preheat it quickly. Okay, I'm gonna close this and let this come up to like 500 degrees. Let's go back inside. We didn't want them to fully cook, so they're really right on the brink there. They're still crunchy, but they're also soft, which is exactly what we want. So we're gonna pop them right into this ice bath here. These are just gonna come to temperature. We're gonna let them sit here for a few minutes. My grill's preheating. If you're using a grill pan, now's your time. Pop that baby onto the stove and get it heating up. I also made some couscous so it's ready to plate when everything's done because grilling these really takes maximum 10 minutes. I've got some fresh herbs, which I am prepping for a little sauce. I wanna get the sauce done before we grill the carrots because once we're out there, we gotta stay on it, watch them like a hawk. What I'm doing here is kind of like a sweet, tangy dill, mint, parsley dressing. If you do not have these herbs, just play. I'm using the juice of 1 lime. I'm eyeballing it, like I said, the recipe will be in the caption, but I wanted to show you when the best time is to make it, and that's right before you're gonna grill those carrots. Adding some high quality olive oil. I'm really loading it up here. Something that might surprise you is I'm adding a little bit of sweetener. This whole bottle, just kidding. I'm just adding like maybe half a teaspoon. This just complements the mint and I think adds a nice touch to it. We're adding some tang here with, say, a tablespoon of yogurt. Never skimp on the salt. That is a life lesson for you. I like to have texture. If you want this to be smooth and creamy as possible, put it in a blender instead. We got these here. Let's just give them some olive oil. We're adding some salt, just a few generous pinches. And if you want to add garlic and onion and let them kind of sit in the bowl, that works too. Grab some tongs, put on a good smile, and get ready to grill. Let's go. Let's get our carrots. I'm just gonna lay them. So I just rotated these. They've got beautiful blistery char marks. I'm on the highest heat. I'm gonna close them back in again. Wait till it hits 500, wait a few more minutes, and once they are charred on all sides, we are good. I like them extra charred, but if you don't want them very blackened and crispy, you can take them off now. I'm gonna do one more round of high heat. They're so crispy and blistered. Let's bring these inside to plate. I am gonna plate it with some couscous and just kind of make a nice bed for these carrots to live on. So this is kind of if you're sharing or serving a whole platter, just line them up. The beauty of this dish is that it can look rustic, and that's what makes it beautiful in my opinion. So just don't overthink it or else it's gonna look weird. I think that looks nice. You can totally plate them like that, but another example of something I like to do as well if I'm just serving this as a starter is to just put some couscous on a plate. Put the large piece here, the small piece kind of up against it like that. And then you can just clean up the edges a little bit. Just plate it like that, and then we're gonna do a little dressing. Throw a little parsley on here. We're just gonna do a little drizzle on top. And then you know your girl loves an olive oil swirl as well. We are ready to eat. Oh, they have that perfect consistency. They're soft enough, but they also have texture enough where it's really special. When we blanched them, we infused so much flavor into the carrots. We added a little tanginess, some saltiness, and it goes with that sweetness of the carrot. And then you have that softer, but also dense interior and crunchy outside. I'm about to inhale all of them. We took a basic root vegetable and made it into a summer appetizer, side dish, snack, whatever you want to call it. That's outstanding. So if you do try this, let me know. Tag me on Instagram, Dining with Skyler, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. I'm gonna go eat my carrots.